On my last video, I talked about some of the role players on IMVU. Now, I'm going to say this. The way people roleplay now don't make any sense, does not make any form of sense to me, that they would go person, person, my turn, person. So it would be turn-based, like an RPG. No, RPs are supposed to be an entrance, usually in the form of dashes or, what you can call it, stars. Stars on your keyboard, which is right by Shift 8. You know what I'm talking about when you are role-playing like that. Descriptionary actions and all of the above what is going on in the story at the moment. And then there's talking, which some people do this as, I'd say, like a book. A book. Now, I don't think RPs should be that structured, but yet I still think it should have some form of structure. So we're going to go into how to roleplay simply and accurately on any site, and the minimum of lines you should post for a beginner. Here we go. So first, lesson 1. When you're speaking out of character or not in the roleplay as your character, you use brackets. The brackets are on the shift and the 0 up on the top of your keyboard. Now, if you press those together, those are brackets. The little smiley face thing you do when you're, like, texting your friends. So, next up is, I'd say descriptionary. Descriptionary is a very vague thing. So, let's put it into perspective here. You have my character. My character is in spot 1. Your character is wait, hold on. I'm going the wrong way. Way over here. Way in the corner. Inside the house. You're in the woods. You're walking like a bunny. Like a bunny. Look at that, the bunny. Anyways, so that would most likely be considered a descriptionary. You're walking toward the house, your hair is obsidian, your eyes are violet, blah, 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 blah. Description of your character, what you're doing, and how you're doing it can be done in the dashes or the stars. Now, finally, if you're talking inside the roleplay, you can go with any of these directions. You could use quotations, you can use just regular talking, or I don't know. I mean, honestly, you can talk in any way you want as long as it's just consistent. Now, if you're learning to roleplay recently, I suggest going over what it means to roleplay. Roleplay started out as tabletop. And in tabletop, they usually live action roleplay before the internet was created with HTML. And as you're going through this process of dressing as your character, having your props, your whatever you need for the LARP, or the tabletop, the dice, the rollings, the stats, it used to be mostly math and imagination. But as we progressed through technology, we had a way of creating more and more abilities to roleplay, such as Tiny Me. Now, Tiny Me was one of my favorite sites to roleplay on. However, I did not like some of the people on there because they were a little snobbish, but that doesn't mean to say that everyone was snobbish, because not everyone in the world is like that. So, Tiny Me was a good site, but it shut down a couple years ago. So, I use IMVU now, and I also use Skype, but I'm not giving you my Skype. No. Anyways, so as you go on to IMVU, you're going to create accounts, and at first you're going to be considered a noob. Now, anyone with a new account is considered a noob. Now, they're very stereotypical about it. They'll say, oh, you're wearing this, this, and this, blah, 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 blah. Well, I suggest going out, buying some credits in probably the nearest Walmart or Target, and getting some stuff on you. Now, my special tip is going to the accessories if you're a guy, because I play as mostly males. Get Giga Avatar Plus. There's a little plus sign that looks like a cross. Yeah, that one. Now, it's going to look like some kind of swaggish kind of thing, but if you put it on with the right type of clothing, you can look like an otaku, you can look Victorian, you can look medieval. It just makes you look taller and more elegant. Really, it does. Next is heads and skins. If you want to be a drow, go with the troll skin from Homestuck. Other than that, I think you're all good with your look, but most of role-playing is really just imagination and your wording. So be very careful when you're wording things. Do not god mod, and god modding is a very advanced topic, so we're not going to go into that, because many people have a different perspective of god mod. Okay, good night.